Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field. What I'll also say is this: every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat.
If we don't get paid what we deserve, we'll sit out. That was Angel Reese's bold, some say delusional statement that lit up social media. But not in the way she hoped. The backlash was swift, but none hit harder than Patrick Bet-David. He didn't just respond, he tore apart her argument with cold, hard financial facts. And once you hear the full picture, you'll never look at Angel's tantrum the same way again.
Coming this year, we'll still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are.
Who's that?
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the meetings.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for.
Here's the situation: Angel Reese, once known as the Bayou Barbie, is now a rookie in the WNBA and already threatening a league-wide sit-out over pay. Yes, a player still figuring out basic layups is calling for a shutdown. Patrick Bet-David's reaction? Equal parts disbelief and laughter, and really, can you blame him?
I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go, give this feedback. Give this feedback here. Go for it.
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period.
Layups? Bang! What do you mean? She's our double-double queen! Bang! What they say, if it's broke, don't fix it. Bang! Teaching Angel Reese to make a layup is like teaching an old dog a new trick. It ain't gonna work. Bang! Hey, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you? Have the Angel Reese McBang!
Angel revealed she's earning around $74,000 in her first WNBA season and claimed that's not even enough to cover rent in Chicago. Now, to most people, $74,000 is a great starting salary. But Angel talks like she's scraping by. The irony? This same player made nearly $1.8 million in college through endorsements from Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and more companies who seem to think viral tweets equated to basketball skill.
Paid possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah,
it
definitely covers that.
What is my? I don't even know my salary.
She's on a 4-year rookie contract worth about $324,000. That's $81,000 annually. That's less than 5% of what she made as a college influencer. No wonder she famously said hating pays the bills. Let's be honest, her Instagram is more profitable than her stats sheet. At this rate, the WNBA should charge her for backboard damage. While Caitlin Clark is building the future of women's basketball, Angel seems more focused on brand building and bricklaying.
Basketball sustained her, especially since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023. Adam, thoughts?
No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000. I'm living beyond my means.
Patrick wasn't shocked by her financial complaints. With her endorsements, she's far from broke. What stunned him was the sheer audacity to demand higher pay from a league that, spoiler alert, doesn't even turn a profit. In the real world, a business bleeding money doesn't hand out raises, it hands out pink slips.
This is the greatest Angel Reese layup you'll ever see. Here we go with the dump off, ba-da-dum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Burn! Oh, she getting jiggy with it. Look at that, crisscross, zigging zagging through the lane. Giddy up, yee-haw! Burn! Now I heard she's ambidextrous. That makes sense, because she's equally doggy doo-doo with the right and left-handed layup. Burn! Professional basketball player needing to work on her layups is like a fish needing to learn how to breathe underwater. It doesn't make sense! Reese's Puffs!
Adam chimed in with a reality check. Yes, other pro leagues, MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, have had player strikes. But those leagues were pulling in billions when players walked out. Angel Reese is treating the WNBA like it's Apple, when in reality, it's more like your cousin's food truck, barely afloat, still handing out free samples.
NBA. And what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done it. Here's a quick list for you, PBD. I put this together. Biggest sports strikes in history. 1994, the MLB strike. It was the first time that the World Series was canceled.
I remember.
You remember that? In 1998, the NBA went on strike. They canceled the All-Star game for the first time.
No one
the
knows.
NFL has gone on strike multiple times. 1982, 1987, 2011.
Patrick Lated Bear, the WNBA is losing about $50 million a year. That's not a business model, that's a ticking time bomb. The NFL rakes in $17 billion, the NBA and MLB make over $1 billion each. Meanwhile, the WNBA struggles to crack $150 million in revenue and still can't stay in the black. It's like running a spa with 2 customers and a lemonade stand budget.
The catch when you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number 1 revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion. The NBA, a little over $11 billion. The MLB, also $11 billion. The NHL, $7 billion.
This isn't a new issue. The WNBA has never turned a profit, not once since its launch in 1997. That's over 25 years of losses. You'd think Caitlin Clark's explosion of popularity would change that. But even now, with record viewership and sold-out arenas, the losses are still mounting. It's a league surviving only because its big brother, the NBA, keeps the lights on.
A alleged $150 to $200 million company. You're operating at a loss every single year. You've never made money. It's called a zombie company. You're subsidized.
Part of the issue is scale. The WNBA has 12 teams, each playing 40 games a season. Even with expansion coming in 2025, shout out to the Golden State Valkyries, it's still nothing close to the NBA's 30 teams and 82 game schedule. Fewer games means fewer tickets sold, fewer eyeballs, and far less revenue. Basic math, unless you're Angel Reese or Dejonae Carrington.
Question for you, Vinny. Real quick, rapid fire.
Go.
WNBA stats. Here we go. You're a sports guy. How many teams are in the WNBA?
9?
No, 13. How many games do they play?
80?
40.
Damn it.
Who won the championship this year and who played in the finals?
The Florida Magics.
No, the New York Liberty beat the Minnesota Lynx.
Who?
Who exactly?
Let's talk revenue sharing. NBA players take home 50% of league revenue. WNBA players? Just 0.7%. Sounds unfair, until you realize the league still loses money even with that tiny cut. There just isn't enough to go around. And if we're talking attendance, Clark's Fever games are packed. Angels? Not so much. Those seats are empty.
The MVP. She was unanimous. She got all the votes.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes.
Yes.
Aja Wilson.
Oh.
You just failed the test,
I'm
buddy.
sorry.
WNBA's coming.
Look, no one is saying WNBA players don't deserve respect. But demanding more pay from a financially failing league isn't brave, it's out of touch. Especially from someone like Angel, who's been in the league for 5 minutes and already wants to negotiate salaries. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out there breaking records, growing the game, and doing it all without the drama.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest, we can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero zip.
To add more heat, there's rising tension between the WNBA and NBA players. Remember the clash between Lisa Leslie and Draymond Green? Draymond said WNBA players should grow the game before demanding higher pay and caught serious flack. But was he wrong?
I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA and the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think for the WNBA this right now is pretty incredible. I think a lot of people, or most people, would not believe it's the place that it is right now. So I think when people always ask me this question, where I think it'll be in 5 years, it's it's hard for me to answer because people didn't even think we'd be right here, right now. And I think really sky's the limit. I think you see, our TV numbers on national television, or average over a million viewers or whatever it is. All-Star Game, I think, was over 4 million viewers. It's just really great numbers. So the more opportunities we're given, I think the more it's going to shine and get better and better. I think also the talent level in college is continuing to get a lot better, and as those players come into the league, it's going to continue to improve. We're adding 2 new teams next year, and then probably another team year after that. So, yeah, more games, which I think will be good. It'll lengthen the season a little bit more.
Lisa Leslie recently joked that NBA players could help out by skipping a night at the casino to cover WNBA salaries. It may have been a joke to her, but it didn't sit well with Draymond.
Viral clip of Draymond Green basically lecturing one of the greatest players in NBA history, WNBA history. I think it's Lisa Leslie.
Draymond clapped back hard. He reminded everyone that no one supports the WNBA more than NBA players, financially and publicly. To suggest otherwise? That's just ungrateful. His frustration showed just how tense the relationship between the leagues has become.
Sales to the NBA, but I do feel like the pay gap would be something that, we could just take a donation around the NBA. Maybe one night y'all don't go to the casino.
While all this drama brews, an unlikely hero has emerged, Caitlin Clark. Thanks to her, the WNBA just saw 2.3 million fans pack arenas, a 48% increase from last season. But instead of rallying around the one woman dragging the league into the mainstream, some veteran players are treating her like the enemy. Patrick Bet-David warned them, pray for Clark's health, because without her, the league may not survive.
I have something on this, though, because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because I don't think there's anyone in America that supports the WNBA more than NBA players.
100%.
The NBA players support the WNBA
the most.
More than we probably support the NBA.
Patrick hit them with a brutal truth. The WNBA lost $40 million last year and the year before. That's not growth, that's compounding losses. Then came the mic drop moment. He asked ChatGPT if WNBA players get paid even if they sit out. The answer? Yes, because the NBA keeps covering the bills, like a parent funding their kid's struggling garage band.
What they need, and by the way, maybe they should play hard, but not flagrant foul. Caitlin Clark, can be, the face of the league. They may not like it's the face of the league. There may be professional jealousies among players, but maybe at face of the league can help things go and get merch, people in seats, and a better TV contract. They're getting a TV contract improvement for the 26 season next.
If Angel Reese and friends actually strike, the NBA won't panic, they might throw a party. Less payroll, fewer PR fires, and a temporary pause on hemorrhaging cash. The NBA has been carrying the WNBA like a toddler in a backpack. And just as that backpack gets heavier, boom, in walks Caitlin Clark with the skills and energy of a once-in-a-generation talent.
Watch this here. To address the financial situation, I ask, the WNBA is, Rob, if you go up and ask the other question as well, ask, is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play? Is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play? Ask that question.
What does that mean?
Yes. In a way, the WNBA has historically lost money and receives financial support from the NBA, which means that the WNBA games are not played. The league can actually save money by avoiding operating costs. Did you guys understand what happened right there?
Yeah.
So WNBA makes money when so if they go on a strike, the NBA is like awesome. Number that came up, which is their argument, which you have to kind of defend the argument that they're making. WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending. Viewership is higher, and they're asking for the money. And if the contract on the back end, the revenue, NBA gets 50+% to players, they do 9.3. There's an argument for it to be played. But you're right. If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over. Increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance in a year, 48%. That's massive for them. So that's the argument they're making. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
Then, and when it comes down to merch from 23 to 24, they're up 601%. Then when it comes down to being broadcasted on ESPN, they average 1.2 million viewers per game, 170% increase.
And no one's going to like what I say, but there are hard-working women in the WNBA that are the stateswomen for their team. They're the lead player for their team, the face of the team, and they're out there doing it. But guess what? You know what the reality is? Until the team makes a profit. And by the way, everything you talked about last year is tremendous progress, and it puts them closer to making a profit. Because as soon as they're profitable, they can go on strike, and they can go from 9% of the revenue to 12% of the revenue to 15% of the revenue to 20% of the revenue. But if there's no revenue, the minute they are a profitable league, the players should do what baseball players and everybody else have done, is saying, sorry, owners, you're making an awful lot of profit there. I think you should move us from 33 to 40% of total revenue. And that's the way it's worked in other leagues. But step one, there's got to be profit decay.
Sure, attendance is up. Packed arenas look great on Instagram. But underneath the glitter lies a financial dumpster fire that's been burning since 1997. 2.5 decades of losses, and the WNBA still acts like one viral dunk away from profitability. Tom from Valuetainment said what few are willing to, the NBA treats the WNBA like a tax write-off. It's not a thriving league, it's a PR gesture, a way to say we support women's sports while writing checks to cover losses. Angel Reese demanding a bigger piece of the pie? Hate to break it to her, there is no pie. Just crumbs. And the NBA is spreading them thin. Now here's the good news, TV ratings are exploding, up 170% on ESPN. Merch sales? Up 61%. That's huge. And it's all thanks to Caitlin Clark. She steps on the court, fans show up, cheer, and stay to the final buzzer. But instead of protecting her like a crown jewel, you've got players like Aya Wilson throwing shade and pretending her impact is overstated. Let's not forget, Clark is the reason casual fans even care about the WNBA. Angel Reese might think she's the main character, but this isn't TikTok. It's professional basketball. And the adults are watching. Until Angel can deliver numbers on and off the court, all her talk is just noise. Meanwhile, Caitlin is delivering results, drawing crowds, and giving this league a real future. Here's the bottom line, the WNBA's financial reality isn't just shaky, it's dependent. For years, the NBA has poured $10 to $12 million annually just to keep it from collapsing. That's not support, it's life support. If Angel Reese and crew walk out over pay, the NBA might pop champagne, saving millions in the process. But there's still hope. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is working to create a self-sustaining WNBA driven by smart branding, rising media attention, and less dependency on bailouts. And at the center of that hope? Caitlin Clark, the player drawing eyeballs, ticket sales, and media love like never before. The way forward is clear, embrace what works, rally behind your stars, and build something that doesn't need saving. Because if this league doesn't evolve fast, it might not get another chance. And it's clear, Angel Reese isn't helping.